Hey, and welcome back to Trim the Fat, a podcast designed to help you on your spiritual, your physical, and your emotional journey. We want to remove the fat, those fears, those anxieties, those traumas that somehow keep us stuck from our full potential. And my name is Dr. Rhonda Garner. I have today Marquita Williams here with me, and she's from Skin and Ivy. She can tell you more about her. She's a mom, she's an entrepreneur, she's a nurse practitioner, and the list goes on and on. Marquita, you can introduce yourself and tell us all about you.
Hey y'all, my name is Marquita Williams. I'm a board certified family nurse practitioner. I am the owner and operator of Skin and Ivy Wellness Spa right here in Memphis, Tennessee. We are a health and wellness med spa. So we do a variety of services, but basically it's all about making you feel and look the best version of you.
That's what I know. So I was just telling her that I was online trying to get to it. So we'll get to her business information at the end. But tell us how that came into fruition, how that came about.
Emergency medicine is my background, and I had to get out that hospital. Like, they was killing me. In 1 hour, I probably see 15, 20 patients in 1 hour. And this was working as a provider. And I worked beside women 30 plus years. I said, God, you ain't got 30 years for me at the bedside. So I knew that wasn't for me. So basically, when I was in clinicals, I learned of IV hydration.
Okay.
Outside the hospital. I didn't know you can do IV drips outside the hospital. The clinical setting I was in, we had a young lady coming in every Wednesday doing a magnesium drip. So the nurse practitioner I was shadowing, I asked her about it. She was like, oh yeah. So I started Googling. And of course, when I came across IV drips, in big party cities like Miami, Vegas, like they on every corner. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. So that's basically where it started in. And I found a lady in Charlotte to teach me IV hydration, and just really from there it took off.
It just blossomed into what it is. Yeah, because I see that you do different things like with skincare, not just IV hydration. Yeah. We got the eyelashes. We have aesthetics and things like that.
Yeah, so you have aesthetics. You guys, we do cosmetic injections. We do Botox. Like B12, lipo, Botox fillers, PRP. I can even draw your blood and spin your platelets off and use it for collagen production.
Yeah, see?
And that can be used for hair growth, skin rejuvenation, as well as sexual rejuvenation.
Okay. See, now look, I didn't know all of that. Yeah. My mom she was like, okay, when I come down, I need she wants the fillers for her smile lines. Yeah. So I told her, she was like, I told her about it. She was like, when I come down, I want my appointment. So I sent her the information, but she's been trying, because my other friend lives in Atlanta and she posts about where she goes. And my mom was like, well, let's fly down there. She's in Chicago. Okay. They have places there, but she just wants somebody to be with her. But no, okay, I didn't know you did. They have all that. So you have a team built.
Yeah. So right now I'm actually getting ready to bring on a nurse practitioner. Same young lady I precepted in the emergency room. And so it's actually pretty cool, because she was like, look at you teaching me again. And I said, what? I said, I am, girl.
That is. Full circle. One more time.
Full circle. We have an esthetician, and we also have a medical assistant. The ultimate goal is to build and I pull out. Okay. Give them what I got, and I can go run the vessel.
Okay, I love that. So you want to expand?
Oh, well, yeah, just my team right now. Okay. I've had people that ask me, like, hey, are you going to come out of town and start something? Are you thinking about franchising? Maybe down the road. Right now, I'm still growing, and I'm still learning a lot of things, and I got to build up my baby first.
That's the baby. Yeah, that's your baby. So I had a guest on just now, Denise Banks, and we were talking about how people don't go after the things because they say, they put other things first, and if you call it your baby, you'll go harder. You'll go hard and do what it has to do, like you do for your own child. So for you saying that right now, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So you have the team, but do you still do your nurse practitioner? Do you still work at a hospital?
So no, I've been at the hospital 2.5 years now, full-time entrepreneur. I'm going into my 5th year of being in business, and we ain't missed a beat, just as stepping out. At first, I was kind of scared, because I was like, Lord, I got these kids, I got these bills, like, what we going to do? I'm paying bills at the facility and at home. And actually, I've made more money than I ever make in a hospital.
This is so good. But you didn't see that at first. You just saw your vision.
Oh, no. I didn't see that. I was scared. But the thing about it is, God connected me with the right women. he connected me with what I needed, because these are women who has already took this step and they saw something that I didn't see. The questions were, why are you still going to the hospital? And I was like, I got bills. What you mean? They was like, come out. Because they knew my capabilities that I didn't know that I had, So, of course, they push me. They hold me accountable. We meet monthly. We talk in numbers with each other. I can't talk numbers with everybody because everybody's not going to understand me on that level. So I can talk numbers with these ladies like, okay, this where you at? Okay, you still missing money. We got to break it down. Where are we missing the money at? And that's what we do.
That is so good. So how do you? Do you have like a set target population that y'all go after? Or?
Well, typically 90% of my population is women. Okay. My guys are definitely starting to grow. Okay. That's definitely something that I said I want to tap into more in 2024 is men. Because a lot of them they're not aware of these type of things, of just self-care, period. Okay. Because I've had guys to tell me getting the facial. They was like, men don't do that. What?
Right.
I was like, yes, they do.
It's a lot of men think that. They think it's something feminine about this is just a part of like grooming yourself and feel good and look good. Those type of things.
Even from cosmetic injections with them, they notice they're getting the wrinkles in the forehead and stuff. I've had one guy say, I didn't think I can do anything about that. I was like, come on, let's correct it. Your wife looking good, your girl looking good, but you want to walk around looking raggedy. I don't want nobody on me looking raggedy.
So you the place. So you the place to go. So let me ask you this. So what about competition here in Memphis?
Now you talking about between a man and a woman?
Nope. Between your business, do you have a lot of competition? Like there's a competition there.
I was like,
competition with the your space versus other places similar to it here.
I don't consider myself in competition with anyone. They may be in competition with me, and I don't know about it. I know what's for me is for me, and what's for them is for them. I have a couple of people here that I am connected to, because I have nurses always reaching out to me about how can I get started in business. And I'm like, you got to have community. If you don't have community, you're not going to make it the way you think you are, especially in this aesthetic med spa world, because it's a different beast. It's a different beast. So when it's either you're going to go hard or you're going to go home.
And so with the team that you have, you say you're going to try to get another nurse practitioner on. So like you say you want to expand on men, like the nurse practitioner, is she going to be doing like the injection things, or is it you have a certain?
She going to do she going to be me.
Okay.
She going to do everything. Weight loss, aesthetic, everything. I said, my brain tired here. Take this. I got something for you. I'm in overload over here.
So for 2024, I know at the beginning of the year, people try to do different things. So you talked about weight loss. So what's some of the things like, even if you're working out, there's other things you could do in addition to that, that your space provides?
And actually right now, the way I got a business partner. I call her my sister because we pretty much kind of came through this thing together, but she has a design company. So we have a whole office space up front and we got a whole design company in the back. Any and everything you can get for FedEx off Depot, we are FedEx off of Depot. Too. And so when people come in there, I say, we got a whole lot of magic going on up in here. Because I got massage therapists in there. I got tenants in there. I got massage therapists. I got another nurse in there. I got another esthetician. So we're making opportunities for other people as well as we're growing our business, So
what about, I like that. I love that. You said only 5 years?
I'm going to my 5th year.
And that was still during you had the
during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Because in the pandemic, that type of stuff shut down. So I was still in the hospital then. So I was still having to go to the hospital.
Okay, but at least you had that to fall back, fall back on. So with the weight loss thing, what kind of things do you provide for that?
Weight loss, I do the big time weight loss injections. Okay. Everybody won't like those Ozempic. We go over the Mounjaro. I do the compounded version. I get it from the compounded pharmacies, and of course I do weight loss suppressants, phentermine. Oh yeah, like 2023. I was kind of skeptical about offering, and girl, it just took off. It went crazy. I wasn't expecting for it to do what it did, and to this day, like, it's still a big part of my practice. Okay. Even now, some of the ladies, they're coming in like, girl, my husband see how fine I'm getting. Now he want to come in.
I
like, bring them in.
Yeah, because you know what you're doing, having that medical background.
And so I got quite a few guys under my belt for weight loss, and like we have really good relationships. Like if anything go wrong, they're gonna call me. I'm very personal with my clients. I keep probably too personal because you can't call your doctor if you need something. My phone go off all day. They gonna call, they gonna text because they know I'm gonna reply. They know I'm gonna show up. If I need to call, if I need to call a prescription in for them, they know I'm gonna do it. So if I don't answer the phone, they like, what's going on?
But that makes that makes it more marketable too, though, because they know that and they trust you.
Yeah, and they're gonna go tell their sister, their cousin, whoever, co-workers.
I just love
everything.
That you are so excited. Like it's exciting. You ambitious about it. You got everything in order. You organize. Because I've been seeing. That's why I was like, okay, you gotta come on and talk, because even though this is just new for me to start now, but people, it may be a couple people that listen and say, okay, I've been looking for someone like that.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of nurses to reach out to me. Last year was kind of like last year was a big transition for me, so I couldn't make myself available to train more nurses. If they reach out and ask for advice. I had one lady tell me, she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think you was gonna respond. I'm like, girl, I'm just like you. I get up, put my clothes on the same. I'm no different. Somebody had to help me get started. And I understand how hard it is to get the information because it's a gray area. Everything isn't stated under the board of nursing of what you should be doing. Everything isn't Googleable. So you got to know somebody who's already in the field, who probably already done got it from somebody who can give it to you. You're not going to get everything starting on your own. And they think that you can get out here and get started. And it takes nothing for someone to get mad, pissed off about something, call the board, and they come in and they investigate you. Now, you didn't know, but do you think the board care? They don't give a 1 cent about what you don't know. So you have to be careful. You're gonna learn as you go. It's a lot of stuff I've learned as I go. If I know enough to get you started if you want to get started in business.
Yeah, but I love that because a lot of people hold on to those things, those resources, those nuggets of wisdom and all the things that you've learned. But no, you have to do that because it's going to come back around. No, I love that heart that you have. So because it's love, I'm going off into another thing. It's Love Month. It's Love Month, so I'm having so many things. So we're not just going to talk about love of a boo. Okay. Love, when you think about love of yourself, what's one of the biggest lessons you had to learn to actually start really loving you?
For me, is just learning to say no. Not be so available. Because I try to make myself available for any and everybody. I am, and in some point, I gotta say no because I'm tired. Mentally, it's a difference between being mentally and physically tired. And when I'm mentally tired, at that point, like, I can't offer you anything. You wouldn't know it. I'm not gonna show you I'm mentally tired, but I'm exhausted, so just saying no, setting boundaries, and just saying, Marquita, you can't do everything, and what's not in your control, you gotta let it go.
I like that. Yeah. Well, you're telling me that now too. I have to remind myself this all the time, even though we talk about it, and I'm easy to give somebody else the advice, and then I have to say, okay, because my mom just had to tell me last week. She said, you're going to have to turn the phone. I said, it was so many calls. And I was still working. And I said, I can't turn the phone off. What if Nadia calls? She said, turn the phone off. Because you're thinking, now you forgot what you had to do for you.
Yeah. And I'm always thinking about the kids, too. So...
Yeah, but when Nadia's home, it's easy to do that. But okay, so love for self. So now love for the children. So the love, how do you show love? You know how you talk about love language and stuff, but for your children, what's your expression of love?
Believe it or not, man, checking them.
Like roasting them?
Yeah, cute. That's so weird. My kids love them.
How old are they?
16 and 10.
Oh, they like that.
So, they at that age, but other than that, they'll come in, we'll talk. Anything they know they can come to me and talk about things, or I tell them, I be like, ain't none of y'all friends, mama crunk like me.
Cool.
Cool food crock like me. And my son be like, girl, please, but yeah, I think that's our little thing.
That's good. That's y'all. I love that too. I love that. All right. I don't know if you want to talk about the love of a boo.
I ain't got none.
Yeah, that's okay. Look, that's okay. Me either.
I ain't got that, girl. I done tried it. If God send it back around, I ain't gonna fight it. But right now, I think I'm getting to the business, doing what I need to do. So, yeah, just for myself, building the business, just being. I'm in an obedient stage right now.
Ooh.
So, and there's a lot of things that every day I get this vision. You need to do this. I be like, I'm tired. I ain't did the last thing you told me. But I write these things down. Every time I think of something, I'll go ahead and write it down. I'm like, okay, I need to get to this because right now there will be a big distraction.
And that's true. But I like the word obedience. Mm-hmm. Obedience. So my word for the year, I've been saying it on the last one, because it's beginning of the year, it's forward.
Okay.
So that's my word. And then, so I'm trying to, that just reminds myself to keep going, not look back at the other stuff. So
yeah.
Is obedience your word or?
Intentional?
Intentional.
Intentional was definitely my word coming into the year, because I was like, I kind of feel like last year I kind of winged a lot of things, like, okay. And even though I made it happen, that's not what I want to do for 2024.
Okay.
I want to be intentional about what I'm doing. I want to be intentional about having hard conversations, because I'm that type of person too. Sometimes if it's a hard conversation, I won't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
And I ain't doing it in 2024.
Okay.
So if it's bothering me, something needs to be taken care of, even when it comes to my team members. Like, this has to be done. It's no exception. When you're doing your chart, this is what I need to see on chart. No exception. Mm-hmm. Ain't no shortcut coming in here.
As the old people used to say, putting your foot down.
Yeah, got to put your foot down. That's exactly what it is. Because, you can come off as a kind, caring, laid back, because I do try to be laid back. But, when it comes to patient care, safety, taking care of your business, it has to be done.
It has to. The hard conversation. That's part of being a good leader, though. Mm-hmm. And it's also still, it's not a negative. It should not even be looked at as negative when you do have the hard conversations. Because people should recognize that when we have it, it's because we care.
Yeah.
And we want better, and we want things to improve. So, and the other thing is, I don't want to be the person that's making a mistake all the time, and nobody took the time to tell me.
Exactly.
That's happened before.
And I used to see it all the time in the hospital.
Yep, that's where it happened.
All the time in the hospital.
I'm like, okay, especially when I was new to whatever I was doing, I was like, okay, I wish somebody would have just told me instead of talked about it behind my back. And I don't even know, I could have corrected that. Mm-hmm. Or I could have done better this next time. So you're going to let me make the same mistake. Let me know what I'm doing, because it's actually a reflection of you.
They be the haters.
Yeah, but it happened. And it did. It hurt my feelings, because I said, okay, I wouldn't have handled this way. I wouldn't have, and we try to treat people the way we want to be treated, but then we expect that from other people. But that just made me remember that. It's like, okay, I wanted the people to have the hard conversation with me. Show me. Because I'm teaching other people stuff. So you're going to let me teach them wrong? Yeah. But anyway, I like that. So what's some of the other things you plan for this year for 2024?
I'm looking at adding on 2 additional businesses. One is healthcare related, one is not. I'm looking at just additional strings. And I kind of want to focus on it not being healthcare. Okay. To be honest. Yeah. But that, and I got a junior. She going into the 12th grade next year. So, now it's time to focus on, like, hey, we got to get her driving. We got to look at her colleges, like, that's going to be on my list as well. Yes. So I'm just looking forward to what 2024 has in store.
Okay. So when I give you a word, I did this with one of my other guests. When I give you a word, I'm going to give you a couple.
Okay.
It could be a life experience, or it could be whatever comes to your mind that you're good with sharing.
Okay.
So when I give you the word of value, what's something that either taught you value or taught you how to value, or some life experience that you remember that made you feel value?
Honestly, I'll say at one point my kids told me I didn't listen to them.
Okay.
And so I can't remember what my daughter said, but I ain't show it. Like, it hurt me when she said it, And I was like, okay, what was it? I can't remember what she said to me. But it showed me, like, you got to decompress. Like, when you coming in, you got to, like, wind all the way down. And I think I was just coming home. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I had to wind down. So if they had something to say or had a concern about something, I was kind of like dismissing it, like, okay. And they were like, you ain't listening.
Because you didn't feel like you was engaged.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. So they just kind of taught me a lesson, because I was like, my kids are my world. I was like, that's all I got. And I'm big on them just having a relationship, being, close to each other. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all got between each other, So they just kind of taught me a lesson. I'm like, because other than
value
that,
time and be there.
I'm always this anxious person, like, I don't know.
Just on edge.
Yeah, I just I
and I don't even see that.
I wasn't winding down. That's because that's that ER in me. You'll never see it.
Yeah, because so somebody told me, they said, how do you? Because I feel like I'm hyper sometimes. I know I'm hyper, like a hyper energetic person, but I feel like I'm on edge. But they was like, oh, sometimes you don't even seem like. And I was like, okay, yeah,
I ain't gonna see it.
But yeah, I don't get that from you all the time. But do you feel like you'll feel the tense?
Oh, I know I am. I know when I'm on 10. Like, my shoulders be up.
Yes.
I know when I'm on 10.
Neck be tight, jaws. Sleeping at night, the teeth be tight when you wake up.
Probably the only time I probably was, I'm so much better now. Probably the only time I was winding down is when I closed my eyes to go to sleep. Other than that, once my feet hit the floor in the morning, once I get up, go to the gym, that's my whole day. Come home, get ready, get the kids out, go to work. I'm up all day. And so, but yeah. Okay.
So value was showing you that you need to be more engaged and value that time that you have with the children, because the time it flies.
Oh yeah, they done got so big.
So when you think about, when I say the word perseverance, what comes to you?
Regardless of what happens, I just got to keep going, especially as an entrepreneur. A lot of days, you don't want to go. You want to be able to say, let me call you and ask you the questions. I don't want to have the answers. I want you to have the answers today. So that's one thing that I've prayed and asked God to just continue to give me the strength every day to just keep going, even when times are hard or I feel like I don't know if I'm going right or left.
Yeah.
Let me just keep pushing. But
that's good. Yeah. That's good. That's just life, period.
Period, yeah. Life, period. And I feel like I started experiencing it more when I venture into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about fun? Easy word, but sometimes we forget to have it. So,
you see me?
Yeah, like what is fun? So what do you remember was the last thing you did for fun for you? For Marquita, what's fun?
For me?
That's so funny that your face is like this.
Girl, because I'm like,
now we gotta have some fun.
I hadn't had no fun probably within the last year.
Okay, we gotta change that.
I worked a lot last year. I really did. And that's why I said this year I wasn't going to do that.
That's good.
And that's why I'm being obedient and building a team.
Okay.
My biggest thing was trust. And that was my biggest thing of, far as putting people into place. Like, are you going to take care of my patients the way I'm going to take care of them? Can you deliver? Because some of them I still have coming there. If my medical assistant doing something with them, it's Marquita here. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If I put somebody in place, just know they gonna take care. They gonna take care.
Okay. So last year you was trying to let go so you can get them in a position where they are trusted by you and by the patients too.
Well, last year it was just me working by myself. I ran my business all year by myself. We didn't take a family vacation. I worked Tuesday through Saturday by myself.
Okay.
So honestly, I said, God, if you can give me these type of numbers by myself, I can just know what you'll give me with a team. by myself. So I know anything can be done.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about this fun part?
This year?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something, put some things in motion because you deserve it.
Yeah, I do. I plan on doing something this year. I'm looking forward to a birthday trip, summer trip with the kids. I'm looking forward to doing something.
Okay.
And I turned 40 last year. I gave myself a birthday party, so maybe that was fun.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember you took some good pictures.
Yeah.
I remember you posted stuff. She looks beautiful.
We
so that was
40.
fun.
Yeah.
Cause you did good. Those pictures are beautiful.
And guess what? I worked that morning.
Oh.
That was crazy one. They was like, "You seeing patients?" I said, "Yep, I got a makeup appointment when I leave here."
Yeah.
So, so it was just like, I woke up with the word makeup, boom, boom, everything was just boom, boom, boom. Like, it was like a normal day for me.
Okay. Well, let me see. I got one more word. I thought of it when I was doing, but we already talked about love. Oh, ambition.
The sky's unlimited, and I'm very ambitious about the things that I want.
That's what I can tell.
I'm big on, if God give me the vision, it's for me. He's not gonna allow me to think of anything that's not for me. And so if I think it, I know I can do it.
And you seem super disciplined. Have you been like that?
I've been taught to be disciplined.
Okay.
It's some things that I still fall short on.
Okay.
Like even this year, I'm being more disciplined with my weight. I told my trainer, I said, I want to look lean. So what we at? He said, we're missing the nutrition. He said, you got the discipline of working out, but you still missing the nutrition part. So he's teaching me a lot about nutrition.
Okay.
So I'm getting disciplined with that. But as far as work, that's always there.
Yeah.
It has no choice but to be there. And if you want to be on my team, you got to be disciplined too.
Yeah, but I can see it. It just comes as that aura. It's like you got.
Even my kids, for them to be young as they are, they learn, they know marketing. They can come in, they can talk numbers with you. Like, they know a lot.
Really?
Yeah. When I'm tired, sometimes I be like,
the 10-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Numbers, girl.
Yeah.
He don't play with no numbers. His numbers are always extremely high. My 16-year-old, she can't even talk numbers the way he talk.
That's good.
So I was like, I don't know if you finna be I said, I don't know what's your calling gonna be, but whatever's gonna be, he gonna talk you out of something and you gonna pay him.
See? I love it. But we got to share those type of things.
Yeah.
And we lead by example and everything like that. So I know that what you're doing, you set an example, and so they see you. So that's a part of the process. I love it.
They watch.
So what about when you do the self-care, you have the space for where you provide it to other people, but what do you do for yourself? What does that look like for you when you say, okay, I'm gonna have a self-care day?
Oh, hair, going to get my hair retwisted, nails, feet, and gym.
I love
working out. Working out is a lot of my self-care. Like, it's a part of my daily routine, Monday through Friday. I'm off on weekends. Only way I go work out on the weekend, I gotta like you that much.
Dang, okay, I gotta go this weekend because I hadn't worked out since before the stuff we had here because it was too much going on. So, but I was in my rhythm. I was getting my rhythm going between a couple of the gyms, and I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden so I started eating, and then I couldn't get to the gym. So Nadia said we had some stuff at the house. She said we could do something on YouTube. Yeah. I was like, no, you can do it.
YouTube got a lot of stuff, but I love personal trainers.
Yeah,
I'm not when it comes to that, I don't feel like I can train myself or do the right exercises, now that I'm learning more, because I'm not new to training. I've been training for a long time. This is probably just the most disciplined I've been, and just knowing like, hey, everybody is different. Everybody don't need the same type of exercises. So even when the snowstorm hit, virtual.
Yeah.
They had you on virtual doing something,
Okay.
And so just talking to the right people, getting your nutrition down. You can do virtual workouts. I'm an in-person. Okay. I like to go in person. I like to engage. I like to see you dying, and I'm dying too. Like, girl, we still here.
I like to do that too.
Yeah.
Man, so, okay. Well, we got through a lot.
Yeah.
I got to know you a little bit more. But before you go, because the time goes so quick, I want you to talk about Skin and Ivy, where it is, hours of operation, where they can find you on social media,
Okay.
all that good stuff.
Cool. All right, so I am Marquita Williams. I am a family nurse practitioner, owner of Skin and Ivy Wellness Spa right here in Memphis, Tennessee, 3169 Players Club Parkway.
Okay.
You can't forget that day.
No, that's
Players
right.
Club, right? And you guys can find me on social media. Facebook, we're Skin and Ivy. Also on Instagram, we're _Skin and Ivy. But you guys come in and see us. Come and get your wellness, your weight loss, your self-care. We do corrective skincare, microneedling, chemical peels. IV hydration therapy is really good. You want some more lips? I'm your girl to come see, okay? I love doing lip fillers. I have them too.
You do?
Yeah. You can't really tell. But
Okay.
lip fillers can be natural and plump, and you wouldn't even know it.
Okay, so I'm going to make an appointment. I'm going to try, if we can go live, I can go
we
live
can.
on my little, when I go. So I want to get them. I know, of course, I love massages, though. So I
Okay.
love massage. So massage the facial, and I need something for the skin, like my skin down here. I got something, they call it mask me. Because I was
Okay.
wearing the mask. So I want to.
Like hyperpigmentation down there. So yeah, chemical peels, microneedling, all of those. So you have different modalities to correct certain issues. So that's why it's always good to come in and get a consultation done, get in the treatment rooms. It's not going to happen overnight, especially when it comes to skincare. Skincare is a journey.
It is.
You know, so, but it can definitely get to glowing and popping and anything else that you want.
And for all skin colors. It's not just it's everybody.
And ladies, we also do vaginal rejuvenation. Okay, we have the actual Thermiva machine. So and basically it's really good for increasing lubrication, orgasm, decreasing stress and continence. Some ladies really suffer with stress and continence and they're ashamed of it. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. So the machine will actually help to tighten the vaginal wall. So it's going to help tighten the pelvic floor. So it'll decrease back on it. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
See,
It's really good.
All of the things.
Yeah, really good.
At Skin and Ivy. So please go check her out. I'm so glad that you came.
I appreciate you for
educated
inviting me.
too. And hopefully you'll come back.
Yeah.
So check her out. Follow her. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, share with someone that you think might benefit from what we talked about. You can follow Trim the Fat on Instagram at trim_the_fat. Also, we just got a Facebook page. Go like that so you can see some of the guests as they come on. It's Trim the Fat Podcast by Dr. Rhonda G. Thanks for listening and Happy New Year. Happy Love Month also.
Yeah.